It's the Odd Drunk Podcast, a very strange podcast, the drunkest show in the world. It's Jackson and Colton talking out of their ass. We don't care as long as drinks are poured. Sometimes we have our friends here. We will talk about anything. We don't care as long as we have beer. And if you let that whiskey ring. The Odd Drunk Podcast.
Hello, welcome to a Merry Holiday epic special edition of the Odd Drunk Podcast.
Hello.
Yes, we still exist and we still record episodes sometimes. Life happens and I've been touching a lot of grass. No, in reality, I've been touching... No, but
I
in
work
reality,
I work in an office. I don't touch enough grass.
Yeah,
but
in reality, we still need to touch more grass. However, life happens. It's the holidays. It's been busy. Work's been busy.
Oh yeah,
and
we've been short-staffed, majorly short-staffed at my work.
I know how that goes. And this is a hobby for us. This is fun for us. Well, it's supposed to be fun for us, but we. I guess I apologize for the lack of episodes or content. You would see that Morning Oddities, we are actually going to start posting Morning Oddities here on the Made Odd Drunk podcast channel.
Yes. Yeah. Last week, one of those episodes went up.
Yeah, it's just a continuation of the standard Morning Oddities podcast, but we're going to just start posting them here, just streamline everything all in one place. Every other week, we're going to have Morning Oddities. We're going to alternate between Morning Oddities and a mainline Odd Drunk Pod episode.
Yeah.
We're really going to get back up and running.
You'll still get an episode out every week, but it's a little easier for us.
We're going to get back in the full swing of things starting next year. After the holidays, and once we take our break, we always take our break in January and get our bearings back and get our mental faculties back and all the burnout, Anyways, we got a really special episode tonight though. Red One. You heard it here, folks.
One with an H.
And this did come out in theaters a month ago.
Yeah.
Have you? It is now on Amazon Prime. It was produced by Amazon with, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
And
quite a cast.
It's quite the cast, and the cast cost quite the bill because a $250 million budget.
Oh my God.
We'll get into the box office and everything, but it didn't do so well, and most normal people didn't even know it existed. And it also was competing with like a movie such as Wicked, which did great in the box, and also Gladiator 2. And it's seemingly a Christmas movie that doesn't really look like it appeals to anyone. But we shall see. It looked like it should have been a straight-to-streaming movie, and here it is on streaming.
But I will say, and we'll get into the background. My understanding was that it was intended to originally be a streaming movie.
Yeah, and then The Rock pushed it to be in theaters.
Yeah.
Because he saw Oppenheimer and it was like, ooh, Red One. I got the quote, don't worry. But anyways,
no, that's enough. Yep. That is.
Anyways, it's a Christmas movie, and it's Christmas time. It is the season, and this is both our first times viewing this.
Yeah,
I have not seen one iota of this film aside from a trailer and aside from what some podcasters and honest shall not be named Mr. Tuesday cinemas but I will not let any review or discussion of this film influence me. I'm going in with zero expectations.
I really don't.
Not bad expectations, not great expectations.
I don't really have any expectations because I know it bombed but I've also
Yeah.
heard some conflicting things about the quality of the
Well,
movie.
it's the kind of thing is
So
like
I don't really know what to believe
if it
until I've
would have
seen
just
it.
gone to streaming in the first place, just like nothing, just kind of fun Christmas movie, no one would have talked about it, or it wouldn't have
Well,
got all the hate or like notoriety it garnered. Uh, but anyways, let's get into this because it is already late, and
yes.
we both have to presumably wake up early in the morning.
Yeah.
So let's get into this. I'm gonna click. Well, oh, we got a Mr. Beast ad, of course.
Oh,
30
right.
seconds.
I
I'm gonna
I
talk.
I already got through my ad and paused
Oh,
it.
great.
But
Okay.
I'm glad to know that you also had the have ads on
Yeah,
yours
his
because
Squid Games and all the
um,
lawsuits
uh
that have been sued. But anyways,
yeah.
I don't want to get into it. He's
I
not one of my favorite people.
I really don't have much of an opinion on Mr. Beast. He's
Uh,
he's
okay,
a rich
there we
guy,
go. The ad is over.
rich YouTuber. That's
So here
yeah.
we go. If you never listened to one of our commentaries before, we got plenty of them now. But I'm gonna say three, two, one, play. You hit play on your dedicated device of choice. If you have the DVD of this, that's fantastic. Um,
The DVD.
bust out, yeah,
The-
exactly. Bust out your VHS copy of Red One and hit play. Anyways, I'm gonna say three, two, one, play. We're gonna sync up at the MGM logo. Is that what it is? Is that the production company?
I don't know.
One of yeah,
Probably.
MG yeah, the Lion. MG yeah, yeah. I'm just kind of doing a scroll. And also I'm watching this windowed.
Nice.
So, the
I've
the
I've
premium viewing
I've got full
experience,
screen.
just as
I've got a
intended.
full 21-inch screen here dedicated to just this movie. I've got
Nice. You're on
I've
the
got
dual
I've got
screens.
you on the smaller screen over here.
Yeah, I recently got a new PC setup, upgraded RTX 4070, all that, so I can play Indiana Jones in its glory on
Mm,
1440p. I'm loving it. Uh,
nice.
but uh, but I lost one of my screens because don't have enough desk space, and I gotta move things around and get back to dual screens. But right now, yeah, watching Windows. So, anyways, three, two, one, play. I guess
Uh,
I don't need to see your mug. I'll go to full. 100 year. Wow. This movie came out in the 100th anniversary of Metro. Yeah, MGM.
wow. What a legacy.
We're getting Here Comes Santa Claus.
I've
I mean,
been
I like that. That's a classic.
listening to a lot of Christmas music at work recently. Yeah.
Also, I have a question. Oh God, it's been
Yeah.
shoved down my throat.
I'm
But
starting to get a little sick of it.
we've been playing it since
But
Thanksgiving.
I'm not I
I'm
don't
trying
get
not to be a Grinch this year. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying.
I
It's
don't
going by so
mind
fast.
I don't mind Christmas music.
Well, and
I
we get
don't
the
love it, but
we get to switch to different stages. We've been listening to the Jimmy Fallon Christmas radio, and say what you want about Fallon,
mm,
he's at least it's a good mix, like a different genres and well, subgenres of Christmas music in decades,
yeah.
whatever. Did you
It-
see? Oh, this kid's gonna be like the Rizzler. Did you see? Oh, no cap, Sussy Baka. These gifts be bussin'. Uh, did you see the Rizzler? This is so old news,
no.
but the Rizzler was on Jimmy Fallon. Do you even know who that is? Am
No.
I speaking?
I
Am I just speaking a different language at this point?
don't know
Well,
who that
the
is.
Rizzler was on Jimmy Fallon with like not his dad, an adult man.
Is that the character from the Lorax? No, that's the Onceler.
No, although
Oh,
the
it's
modern
Kevin.
interpretation.
It's Kevin from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I had a coworker named Kevin that looks a lot like Kevin.
All Kevins look like Kevin.
Yeah,
I've never met a Kevin that doesn't
there's
look like
never
Kevin.
all Kevins are this come from the same uh gene pod.
They're all
Um,
descended from the original Kevin.
they're descended from the the original birthing pit of Kevin's, the primordial Kevin.
Yeah, it's
They
just like if you've seen uh um what's the alien movie?
it looks like someone
Covenant.
fucked up on his haircut and he had to go a
If
couple.
you've seen Alien Covenant, is that the
Yeah.
one with the engineers in it,
Th-
or
it's
is
connected to that, I
Prometheus?
think.
Prometheus. If you've seen Prometheus,
David's in it.
that's
Or
where the Kevins come from.
uh Magneto's character.
Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender, yeah. He Yeah, he got drunk. Well, he's a droid, but he got bored one night and just made the Kevins from the
Made a Kevin.
Black
Yeah.
goo and uh
He made
Axe cologne and
he made a Kevin
oh
and
no, not
then
Axe. It would be like
just discarded the Kevin and forgot about it, and it went on to become all of the Kevins.
so Chris Evans is just collecting a paycheck in between
Oh yeah.
his Human Torch and Captain America appearances.
Oh yeah.
Um
I mean,
he
I can respect that to an
I
extent.
like I mean
He's a working actor,
I like Chris Evans in other movies.
I
He's
love that Chris Evans, even though he's like most well known for Captain America, his bread and butter is playing douchebags.
Yeah. Well, he
That's-
plays them the best, but I think that's why. Yeah, when he was first cast as Cat American, everyone's like, "Oh, no, that can't work." But then he plays him so earnest, and I think he can play the earnest character because he knows how to play a douchebag so well. So if you can play a
Right.
douchebag so well, just kind of do the opposite of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
What what are
so is
you
he like a PI?
I don't know.
Oh, that was very rude of him to
Yeah.
waste
It's just he also
oh,
stole
wasting coffee and whiskey.
oh man.
Oh, and blew out the circuit breaker. Or no, the
What are
um
you drinking tonight? Are you drinking something tonight?
yes, I sure am. I've been drinking on some peppermint schnapps.
Mm,
Mix that with some eggnog, some Southern Cover
nice.
eggnog, peppermint schnapps. It's the
I'm a big fan of peppermint schnapps.
yeah, I
One of
got the
It's one of peppermint schnapps is one of those like cheap liqueurs that I admittedly really like. I'll keep it in the freezer and
this is my first time actually purchasing it. Just for the season, you know.
Telluride Distilling Company makes a pretty damn good peppermint schnapps.
I got a yeah, Rumpelmint's
Oh, yeah.
peppermint schnapps,
They're
which is a bit better than
they're pretty standard, a little bit better than the bottom shelf stuff.
yeah, I didn't want to just get peppermint flavored, isopropyl alcohol. I mean, it's still very much so in that. Well, I mean, it's very much so like in the Everclear
So
category.
what is he doing? He just like created a distraction with the yoga people to install a little USB device in that building.
Oh, do you put a USB stick? Oh, he arson.
Yeah. Well, like what is his deal?
And he stole candy from a baby.
Yeah.
And he's
He's
smug.
he's probably on Santa's naughty list, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the whole
Yeah.
thing of it, huh?
Yeah.
Also, Red One, the title itself, like, that doesn't necessarily scream Christmas.
Yeah. Red One?
I mean, I thought it was like a sequel to Red Notice. Like, I'm legit not lying. The Rock's in it. I thought it was like, oh, now it's The Rock teams up with Chris Evans.
It's not
But then I
like
was like, oh, it's a Christmas. Oh, and then there's J.K. Simmons, which I love him.
yeah. I love JK. Yeah.
He's great.
He's
Buffs. I love a buff Santa
yeah. Well, it's
or like a
his
hardcore
bodyguard.
Santa.
They had the restraint when the Rock saw the kid steal the candy canes to just have him nod in disapproval. Rather than, I think it would have been really funny if he had
I
just
think The
like
Rock.
clotheslined the
I
kid and
I
took the
think they
candy
had
canes back.
restraint, not putting him in a tan.
Yeah, I can appreciate at least they gave him like
A unique costume fitting for.
I mean, I could
Oh, they gotta throw the
so he's like
TikTok commentary in there.
Santa's like over serious bodyguard.
Yeah, I think he's like a. From what I heard, he's supposed to be like a upscaled elf or like something.
Huh.
Like he's actually like typically small, but then he took a thing to be big or something.
Huh.
I guess that shall be revealed.
Yeah. Anyway, I have a drink too here. I'm drinking an old fashioned.
Nice.
I've had them on it's one of the post Meridian like canned ones that you can buy. They're good.
Nice. Um, and I've also got a cosmopolitan. I said
Nice.
the shortened version and the full but
Yeah.
I got one of those. I was at Home Goods store getting some last minute gifts. Uh, got one of my uncle who's been into microbrew, well, has been doing like home breweries with beer, and got him like a beer flight set and
Mm,
everything.
nice.
And they have these dry like pre-mixed cocktails, but it's like dry powder on the inside with like
Oh,
the fruit and everything on
yeah,
the
I've seen
inside.
those. I was at
And it
Ross recently and
yeah,
they had
it's
some.
at a place like that.
Yeah,
And
and the idea is
you
like you pour the liquor into the bottle with the mix and it makes like a
let
pre-made
it sit
cocktail.
overnight.
Yeah,
Optimally let it sit overnight so it really absorbs all the flavors and
like
mixes well and everything.
infuses. Yeah.
Infuses. It's pretty good too. It's I would not, at least I forget what brand or whatever. I would not go with their recommendation on the ratios. It basically recommended that I pour the whole 750 milliliter bottle of vodka into the bottle. And then they were like, yeah, top it off with cranberry juice. I'm like, that is actually
Like
insane.
you're just making like infused vodka, calling it a cocktail.
Yeah,
It's, that's like
you're
that. That's
calling,
like
yeah, you're just making flavored infused vodka. That's not a cocktail. It's
that's like the people who just like shake gin in a shaker and then call it a martini.
yeah, exactly.
I probably
Those are
ruffled. I
ginormous.
Oh yeah. I
Also,
probably ruffled some feathers with
the
that comment about
implications
the
of this
martini, but
universe, he was that just like a special occasion that he was at that mall?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he just likes to go and do that sometimes.
Right. Anyways, so far, I mean, and I think I heard a review that said this, but so far, like, this just seems like a fun new kind of twist on the Christmas like
Yeah.
mythos, like kind of like a Santa Claus or like a
Yeah.
uh or like the Christmas Chronicles, the one with Kurt Russell.
Oh, he's got fucking fighter jets escorting him.
That's cool.
Of course.
um but like there's nothing like so far I'm not offended. Like I'm not like that's cool.
I
That's a fun
I mean, Christmas movies are
or is it already rubbing you the wrong way?
no, it's not. Christmas movies I generally don't have the highest expectations for
No, but
because
I'm
like the Christmas
I find
movies
myself
that
to be less cynical of Christmas movies.
yeah, I think that's a better way to put it. Because like the Christmas movies that become like the classics that are really good
Turn this down a
are
little.
pretty few and far in between. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I have my volume on Amazon here, almost at its lowest, and
It's a loud movie.
yeah,
Excuse me.
bless you.
Um,
I like those glasses. Those are classy.
those are classy, very classy. I like. Oh, and it goes warp speed. That's fun.
Ah, like Star Trek.
Yeah, I like. Well, I hear that I mean, like so far, like the CGI seemed good enough and everything. Like you would hope
Yeah,
so if that, but I know, like, yeah, a significant portion of the budget just went to the actors themselves, especially The Rock.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but uh, but yeah. Let me get that budget pulled
So,
up real quick.
so
So
Chris
it
Evans is like tracking.
200 the $250 million budget. It ended up making 176 million. Uh, so. It would have been better for Amazon to just release the streaming from the start and not reveal the budget or like keep that under
Yeah,
the rug. Like, but then trying to push it at theaters, like, and for one, especially in this day and age with streaming, it's so hard to push something like this, a Christmas movie.
yeah.
Like, and
I
especially,
feel like these days it's like Christmas movies are the type of thing that are expected to be on streaming.
yeah, and that's just the natural, like, people like movies that like last year we had Wonka, which isn't a Christmas movie, but it's a very Christmas-y movie. It's a very
Yeah,
holiday season movie. Like it's great for the
yeah.
holiday season to see with the family. It's a musical, it's fun. It's a whimsical.
Whimsical takes
It's
place in the winter
winter
time. It's
setting.
yeah.
And then Wicked is another good example. It's not in a winter setting or anything like that, but it's just a fun movie to take with the family with and
Yeah.
for the holiday season. It doesn't have to be it's in fact I what's the last like actual Christmas movie that wasn't straight to streaming,
Ah,
like that actually was a hit, like a hit. Like
I don't know.
No, not even that.
Like
Like
I don't know. I mean there's hit Christmas
the
movies like the ones that become a classic
elves.
are
Is that a
really
troll?
far. Yeah. But they're
It's polar bear.
I don't know, I'm trying to think. I feel like most of the Christmas movies that are like hits that are classics are much older.
Yeah, I feel like that started to die out like in the late 2000s.
Like Elf was like the last like
Yeah, Elf was
he's a buff super
and
Santa.
that's J.K. Simmons for real too.
Hell yeah.
The best Christmas movies in the last 5 years. Let's see. Um, Spirited, Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. That's streaming. That was on Apple TV. Noel, that was streaming.
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
They're all going to be
Claws
streaming.
streaming. That was Netflix,
I've
I
heard
believe.
Claus is really good.
I've seen some of it. Violent Night. That went to
Oh
theaters.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that was actually good. But that movie wasn't trying to be both for kids and adults.
Yeah, no, it
That
was
was just, oh, it's Santa, but it's John Wick.
yeah, pretty much.
Um, and that was a good time. Uh, and that actually went to theaters. Black Christmas was just a horror Christmas movie, but that I think that went in theaters, but that wasn't like, yeah, pretty much every movie I'm looking here. Yeah, The Christmas Chronicles, which is good and fun. Uh, A Christmas Story Christmas, the sequel to Christmas Story. Uh, oh, The Holdovers.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean
yeah.
that one, and that one's kind of in that area where it's both a Christmas movie, but not. It's like Christmas adjacent.
Like it's
Like
like
it's
it has a Christmas setting, but
it
it's
takes
not
place during Christmas, and
not
it's
like a
got
Christmas
Christmas
movie.
themes, but it's not like, oh, this is a Christmas like in your face.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
it's
how
not about Christmas.
it's how like The Sound of Music is a Christmas music can be considered a Christmas movie.
Right, right.
Or
I don't know what's going on right now. I was
me
not paying
neither. I'm
attention.
talking.
They
I'm
they were
commentating.
working out,
Yeah. Well, of course.
and now they're having a contemplative discussion
Yeah, I should probably turn the
about
captions on.
kids, about the kids that would need presents and stuff. I don't know, something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
Hmm. I don't know.
I mean,
Oh, oh,
considering it's our first time watching this film.
he's suggest they're talking about Santa getting a replacement because he's old.
Oh, I wonder if the Santa Claus rules apply where someone has to kill him. I feel like this would be like he has to fight someone in a duel, like they have to beat him in a duel. That
I
was the
love,
last Christmas movie we did, right? The Santa Claus.
yeah, which I love. I
The
love that.
implications of that universe,
That
right?
also considering that if you watch that movie and you watch the before Santa dies and that he becomes Santa, you can see the elves like stalking him in the
Oh yeah, like
background,
scoping him out.
meaning implying that the elves were planning for Santa to die.
Yeah,
They knew it was going to happen. Maybe that wasn't a very good Santa Claus.
430 million calories every Christmas Eve.
So
Just look
Santa's
like
like
good
gonna
chocolate chip
retire,
cookies.
get another Santa. Uh,
Apparently, The Rock would pee in bottles during the filming. Not just this, but other movies as
I
well.
feel like what about this movie was so intense that he was peeing in bottles.
He just would not stop. Like he would show up late, but once he got there, he wouldn't stop. But yeah, I was looking last Christmas movie the last 5 years, and like 90% of them are straight to streaming. Streaming. Uh,
Yeah.
so it was a big swing and obviously a miss for this to go into theaters. And it's not that people don't like it, but it's like people with how expensive everything is, and with movie, ticket prices and everything. Uh, People look at something like this and they're like, "Yeah, we'll just wait for streaming." And look, it came out in
Yeah.
streaming a month later, right in time for Christmas time. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
even like,
And Christmas movies are one of those things where it's like it's not that they're bad, but it's like they're very predictable. You have to be in a certain mood for them. Like,
well, and it's
yeah, I
they
mean,
don't
I
have
th
that longevity either.
yeah, very, very
Most people, like
rarely
a lot of people
do
were still
Christmas movies
seeing
have
people were
longevity.
still seeing Wonka in January, well after it released. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't do that for a Christmas movie. As soon as Christmas is over, especially after New Year's,
Yeah.
unless you're just
Just a Christmas
a
person who
Christmas
just year
freak, I mean,
round.
you're not gonna have the hankering to have Christmas content after that, especially after the last two, possibly arguably 3 months of your life has been Christmas shoved down your throat. You know,
Oh, there's something suspicious going on in the tower.
Here's what The Rock said. Okay, so Dwayne Johnson said a screening of Oppenheimer in IMAX inspired him to make sure his new Christmas action movie, Red One, would be able to play in the premium large format. Johnson sat in the same IMAX screening room that Christopher Nolan uses to screen his movies and was blown away by Oppenheimer. Naturally, Johnson thought if Red One utilized the same IMAX technology, it could be game over. With Red One, our intention was to make a movie that you can enjoy on the biggest screen possible, Johnson recently told IMAX in a video interview. Legitimately, the biggest screens possible are IMAX. I was midway through shooting Red One, and I had an opportunity to see Oppenheimer. I watched in the IMAX theater where Christopher Nolan watches and screens his movies. Him and Emma Thomas, his wife. I even asked uh to let me sit where Chris
Uh-oh,
sits. They
there's
said
been a
Chris sits
breach.
here. Uh
I think Santa's
oh,
been
there's been a breach.
kidnapped.
Uh-oh. Johnson continued, I watched Oppenheimer. It was amazing. But I was thinking, holy shit, Red One on this screen with this technology could be game over. I re
I mean,
This is real. I
I mean,
remember texting director Jake Kasdan a picture of my bare chest and a picture of the screen, and we realized how cool IMAX would be.
I mean, I I suppose
Unfortunately,
I suppose The Rock, I appreciate his
absurd
he's passionate
ego and optimism.
he's passionate and optimistic, I suppose. And I suppose I can respect that.
He's picture of his bare chest. Unfortunately, it does not appear Red One is turning into an IMAX size event like an Oppenheimer. To even compare that to this,
Oh my God.
uh, the Nolan directed World War II epic yeah. Anyways, that's Variety. Uh, this movie had a wait. So okay, this movie
I
let's
mean,
just say it had a $250 million budget, which is the high estimate.
these special effects are not bad for like a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
Like they're not amazing, but
it'd probably have some better textures if The Rock wasn't in that
yeah,
scene.
there's definitely some shots that
Uh,
are very green screeny, but
yeah.
he has some Ant-Man tech,
Well, of course, they got to throw some MCU in there.
of course. Yeah.
Op.
So I guess they kidnapped Santa Claus, so he's
What do you think Oppenheimer's budget was?
I don't know, 200 million?
100 million.
What? That's nothing these days
100 million.
for a movie like that.
This movie had over double the budget of Oppenheimer.
Oh my God. That's
Yep.
insane.
Yeah. A Christmas movie made for no one. Um,
I mean, I'm not hating it so far.
no,
It's
so far, I
fine.
mean, it's a cool. I mean,
I mean, like you said
it's in
earlier,
this weird gray area
I'm
where it's
very
like you think a movie like this would go to stream, but at the same time, the the budget, the I guess the concept they put into this
yeah.
reckon that it would go in the theaters, but it's like at the same time you're making
I suppose that this is yeah, you're right. Like it feels like it's weird that it went to theaters, but if I were watching this and it was straight to streaming, I would be thinking to myself that this is very high effort
okay, but
for
then you get a
straight to
shot like that and
stream.
you're like, okay, then yeah, it should have gone straight to streaming.
Yeah.
Like this is Austin Powers level of mission operation rooms. And actually, side tangent here. It's kind of mind-boggling. Well, Mike Myers has insinuated that a new Austin Powers might be happening. He's obviously we're getting new Shrek and everything,
Yeah.
but how hasn't there been like an Austin Powers Christmas special or thing?
I don't know.
Like,
I'd watch that.
yeah,
Be fun.
would it be bad and stupid?
Probably, but I'd
Yeah,
still
I
watch
would
it.
still watch it.
I mean, it'd be one of those things that I'd go in expecting it to be bad and stupid, which maybe would make me enjoy it. But
But then again, James Gunn pulled off the Guardians holiday
yeah,
special.
that's true, and that was really good. Yeah.
Who is this CGI character? He
Some
looks like a
some sort of nerd.
yeah, he looks like a Discord moderator version of
Dobby.
Dobby, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So they still haven't
That's certainly
explained.
not relatable.
No, no. Bullet.
Oh, it's the waitress.
Uh, I bet that was product placement with the bullet there.
Oh,
That
for
that was a
sure.
very nice shot of a bottle of bullet.
I mean,
Like,
it's not a glamorous shot, but
I
they know
mean,
what
I
the
mean,
people are buying. I mean, who's buying
not
it and
not
who's,
every time a product is in a movie is product placement,
or is it glamorous?
but I would bet that was product placement.
Well, like, I think one of my favorite product placements in the movie in recent memory was the Honda Odyssey and Deadpool
Oh
Wolverine,
my God. Yeah.
which, yeah, we're gonna get around to watching that one to complete our Deadpool Wolverine saga.
I did rewatch it on Disney Plus and I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it on streaming
It's a
too.
lot of fun, man.
Yeah. Um, I will say though, the one scene in that movie that I think doesn't hold up in
He's
streaming
drunk.
is the scene where they reveal all the cameo characters and Blade and Elektra and Laura, because it has the moments where it's just like giving the audience a moment to like react. But
Well, yeah, I mean, well, and
like Spider-Man had that
Spider-Man
problem
is
too.
extremely guilty of that.
Yeah, but it's still but
The
that's just
pauses and
that's
the
just one little scene.
like
Like
when Toby walks out of the portal, or
yeah.
whenever that someone
But
walks out of
that's
a
just like
portal.
one little scene in the movie that does that was noticeable to me, and rest of the movie fantastic.
Yeah, and it's like when you're editing, when you're in the editing room on the cutting room floor for a film like that,
Yeah.
you can't help but not place those moments.
Yeah,
I saw something
and
about
I'm not going as far as to say I
I
think
saw
it's
a
like
video.
I'm not saying it's like a bad scene or that it makes the scene bad. I was just like it's noticeable.
Yeah, well, I saw
Like
something about the
is all.
editors on Deadpool and Wolverine and how we should probably be saving this for that commentary, but
Yeah.
the scene where they're I heard, oh yeah, Chris Evans wears a lot of brown in this movie, I was told.
Well, I'm gonna guess. I'm
Uh,
gonna guess right now. He's on the naughty list, but he's
yeah,
gonna help save Santa.
because he's the only guy that can do it
And he
because
yeah,
he's
he's gonna help save Santa. He's gonna learn a lesson along the way, and he's gonna
well, we know him
if
and The Rock are gonna team up, buddy cop
if
style.
yeah, and he's gonna if not fix, but at least like prove to his son there that he can be a good dad. If not,
If only if
maybe it
only
won't
Charlie had a
fix their
cameo.
relationship, but he'll
I love to
prove
see Charlie. I love to see Charlie in anything with Chris Evans.
I would that would
Or
be
like
good. That would be a
anything
good
with
that'd be a good team up. Yeah.
or like him and Ryan Reynolds or like any of those guys.
Yeah. I like Charlie Day.
Just get any of these brown-haired white men together. I mean,
Yeah. Brown get Chris Pine in there too. Why not?
yeah,
Let's why have we not have a movie with all the Chris's?
that seems like a gold mine. I mean, Chris
Like the
Pine, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt,
Chris
Chris
Pratt.
Evans.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm sure there's
I'm
another
sure there's
one.
others. But like do like the Expendables.
Just the Chris's,
But
and you
the
can make it like, do you make it a meta thing, like where it's them, like they're playing themselves, and like,
yeah, I
or
think
do you?
so.
It's like only one team can help save the summer.
But I would if they did that, I would 100% watch that.
It's the Chris Chronicles.
The Chris Cron. Like that'd be stupid, but I
He
would
kind of looks like his character from Push,
oh yeah. Yeah. Like
another comic book character he's played. He's actually, I think he's played the most comic book characters. Human Torch, Boyfriend number two,
yeah.
um, or shall I
He's
say
definitely up
ex-boyfriend,
there.
the
Um
Push, Mr. Push, Captain America. Whoa,
that's definitely up there. What's his name? Superman. Brendan Ralph has played at least three.
he's played at least Superman.
Well, he was Superman.
Oh, he was ex-boyfriend number. He was
He
the
was
bass player.
he was the
He was the
vegan,
yeah, the vegan. Yeah, yeah.
and he plays the Atom in the CW, in the
Oh
Flash and
yeah,
Legends
but
of
then he was
Tomorrow,
also Superman
and he was Superman. And
again.
yeah, he was in the.
Oh,
Um,
did you see the new Superman trailer?
I did.
What do you think?
Is pretty good.
I think it looks earnest.
Yeah,
I think I like it showing him being vulnerable.
yeah.
I like crypto.
Crypto, I'm down for. I think I'm not going as far as to say that
I like
I
that it's in
that
a real DC universe, like a pre-existing comic book DC
yeah,
universe.
we get Hot
It
Girl, Mr. Fantastic,
or
Mr.
not,
Terrific,
yeah.
and
Oh,
um
Guy Gardner,
Guy Gardner, yeah.
and he looks
Um looks
he
yeah.
looks amazing. Um, and it's also so James Gunn's already got us started with Creature Commandos, which
Hmm.
me and my girlfriend been watching, and but I like that it's a pre-existing DC universe. Some stuff that is canon, some
Yeah.
stuff isn't. They're not
Yeah,
worrying too much
I know.
about like, and I like that they're not like building up to like, oh, this is like the real world, and then we're like slowly building up to. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Marvel did that well, and Marvel already did that, and it took a
No,
while to build up to like the
they're
Avengers
just
and to build up
jumping
to all
in
that.
they're just
It's like
jumping in and saying like
not doing, it's
it's
doing its own
already
thing,
a universe that's going on
and it's not like trying to
like
be, oh, this is gritty and real, and this is
yeah.
like Zack Snyder's Man of
No,
Steel. Like,
I
no, this
think
is fun. It's colorful. It's earnest.
I think
They're bringing back the John Williams theme. They're
I'm excited for it because I mean the trailer I'm trying to still have a healthy level of skepticism, but
I'm just excited, even if it ends up, you know,
here's the thing
underperforming
is
or
like it looks good,
I'm
but
excited for an
also
earnest Superman, a Superman that's
yeah,
not afraid to show
it feels earnest
colors.
and I mean take for example Crypto. Um, Crypto would never Zack Snyder would have never touched Crypto with a 10-foot
Oh, no.
because it's not it's
He
too
hardly
comic booky.
touched.
It's not
I mean,
and it's like the fact that they're doing Crypto in there is a good sign
the
because
first Superman movie.
it just
And it's
means
inspired
that
by
like
All-Star Superman and
yeah, it just to me it means that like they're willing to just let it be what it is. I think some of my favorite superhero movies are the ones that are like they're not lying to themselves about what they are. I watched recently I rewatched Aquaman with Jason Momoa, and that's not a perfect movie by any means, but I like it a lot because it knows what it is
yeah. Well, and James
and it
Wan.
doesn't try to be something it's not. It's just like, yeah, this is Aquaman. And it has all the silliness that comes with Aquaman. He talks to fish.
Hmm.
Like, and
Yeah.
it just
Um.
accepts that and rolls with it,
Well,
and it's a better movie because of it. Um, Also, the other thing with that the trailer gives me hope for is I think
I love how in
Superman.
this universe, getting back to the movie just for
Oh
a
yeah,
second, I love how in this universe, the whole like North Pole Santa Claus like operations is kind of like a clandestine like uh off shelf Black Ops government like
like all the governments like kind of just know about it, and
or either they do or they don't. Either
yeah,
way, I like that it's this military operation, which
yeah,
is a fun twist on it. Like there's the mythology, but there's also just this is
uh,
serious and it's real.
yeah,
But, but getting back to our
yeah.
no, the
Well,
Superman I like the kid calling out Superman's name, and I
Yeah.
can't help but get a little nostalgic and a little, uh, dare I
Wh-
say it, emotional when I hear the John Williams theme. When
Yeah.
I see people looking up to the
Well,
sky.
well,
When I see,
it comes down to I was talking to my partner about it earlier, and she's not a big fan of Superman in general, and I
and I
understand.
see, I think
Um,
because people, the way Superman's been portrayed lately in media, um,
oh, with
he's
the headless
either,
horseman.
oh, that's cool.
Oh, because they're like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
mythological like being oversight like
So
organization.
there's like there's options if they ever made another one of these,
Ah, I
which they
see.
won't. But if they ever did, they
They
could do
they could, yeah.
like different holidays, and that's
Yeah.
cool.
But no,
Like there's a greater
I
mythology
I
here.
was talking to her earlier though, and we were like, she's not a big fan of Superman, and I understand. Like if you've not read comics, if you're not into the animated stuff, if you, I totally get it because
I went through a phase where I wasn't a big fan of
yeah,
Superman.
well, like I loved Superman when I was like a kid, like little, and
Hmm.
then I discovered Batman and Spider-Man.
But then I went to loving
Um,
Superman once again,
yeah,
and I'll tell you
I've
why.
come through that too. Like the last few
Yeah, I've
years,
broken through,
I've and
and
well, it's
because
here's the thing I love about Superman. This is the vibe I get from the trailer. Like you mentioned the shot of the little kid like whispering for Superman, you know, praying for Superman. That shot stood out to me as like this general vibe is Superman, what makes him different. Like every superhero movie, I mean any good movie, but every superhero movie should have, I think, a consistent theme and like message to it. And certain superheroes, say like Batman or Spider-Man, those themes and messages are very easy to get down because Batman's about vengeance and being brooding. I mean, he's more than that, but that's an easy thing to make work on the film. And Spider-Man's like about like he's more relatable, so it's easy to get that stuff. Superman's about like hope. He's
mm-hmm.
about the idea that he is one of those superheroes that he never has that existential crisis where he thinks he can't do it. He never is like
Well, and if
even
he
if he
does,
can't even if he can't do it, even if he doesn't win or even if he fails to save someone, you know he tried though. So when there's the kid whispering, there's shit going down, and there's the kid going praying for Superman to help, you know at least Superman is out there trying to help, even if he
he'll
doesn't
be
save the
there.
day.
Well, it,
He's gonna
well,
try.
well, and the thing is, well, oh, the big bear. So he's a naughty lister.
Of course. And The
Getting back
Rock is
to
not happy
Witch
about that.
Brown. No, but I think I mean, it's kind of just the feeling of optimism and hope you get from
Yeah.
seeing and also, Superman. What Snyder got wrong, I think, and what a lot of people have gotten wrong, and a lot of people misunderstand it this way, is that he's in this Jesus-like figure that's just perfect, and that it's. I think Superman can be similar to Spider-Man or characters like that in ways
Yeah.
where he does make mistakes, but he's trying, and you know he will always be there for you when you call his name. That
Yeah.
he will put everything aside, and like he's godlike powers, but he knows the um he knows the human struggle,
Yeah.
and he doesn't see himself above you. He's right there with you.
Well, and it's like,
And
yeah,
he
like
uh,
Superman is the type
and
of character where he will
and
fight.
also just to
He'll
see
fight.
Superman saving, like a cat out of the tree, like
Yeah,
things
well,
like
that's
that.
exactly what I was about to
Like,
say. Is like Superman's the character where he will save the world. He'll save the galaxy, you know.
but he'll
But
also just sit down with
he will
you
also
and
get the kid's cat out of the tree. He will also give you a hug if you need a
he
hug.
knows because he
Like,
knows the little things matter as well.
mhm.
And
Yeah.
And
And I think this trailer gives me the vibe that this is the take that James Gunn is going for.
yeah, and he
So even if the movie doesn't end up being amazing, I'm at least hoping that it's
are
a
per I'm
good
just glad that
representation of the
it's
character.
earnest
Yeah.
and that and he's and it's back to the, bright colors, and we got the logo. I like
Yeah.
the logo on the cape, by the way. I'm a
Yeah.
proponent of it. Yeah, it might be a little dated, but it's the idea with like Captain America in the first Avengers movie, honestly, where
Hmm.
um Phil Coulson designed his costume. Captain America's even like, oh, isn't that a little old fashioned,
Yeah.
silly? Phil Coulson's like, you know what? The world could use a little old fashioned right now. It
Yeah.
could use that simple sentiment of
I mean
optimism and
I
hope,
mean also
kind of like a Santa Claus type character.
yeah. I mean
Trying to bring it
just in
back to
general
this, but
Superman is like
well, he's
he's
the original.
he's
I mean,
not
yeah, you can make
he's not
arguments, but for other,
he's not, and I might ruffle some feathers by saying this, and it's not, I'm not implying that he doesn't have depth, but he's not the most complicated character. He's not
well,
he
he
doesn't ha
doesn't
he
need to
doesn't have the
be.
most depth. He's not like Batman is very popular in part because Batman has a lot of depth and a
Well,
lot of
okay, the
complexity
DC
to him.
universe,
But
well, the DC films in general have suffered both a blessing and the curse from Batman.
yeah.
Yes, some of the best superhero movies of all time are Batman, the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight trilogy,
Hmm.
the new Matt Reeves Batman, Pattinson,
Yeah.
everything. But it's like, but they've there's this idea that like everything has to be dark, just like Batman,
Yeah.
like that the rest of the DC universe is influenced by this one popular character that's been done well, but it's you don't understand that each character needs to be deserves their own
Yeah.
treatments. And then Superman, out of all characters, and I think Henry Cavill did a great job with the scripts he was given.
Yeah, I like Henry
Um,
Cavill's
I think
take
he
on
was a
it.
great Superman for what he was given, but he never got a fair shot to play in a real playground as the Superman I think we deserved.
Yeah.
And Snyder, I mean, like with Man of Steel, even his first entry, a lot of people love that movie, and
It's okay.
it's okay. I mean, I can't
But I
get
think
it's
it
not a
kind
good
of misses
Superman movie,
I
and
think it kind of misses the point of the character. It's not that the movie's bad, it just misses the point.
anyways, they're going on a magic portal and they're collecting board games. Let's talk about the movie again.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I think it. I'm excited for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm just glad that it's actually earnest and that it gives me that inspiration, that hope, that just innate hope, and like
Yeah.
everything's gonna be all right. Like say the same exact. It gives me and yeah, the John Williams theme
Oh,
obviously helped play into this,
yeah.
but it very much so gives me a similar feeling as the Christopher Reeve
I mean,
Superman, who is still my favorite.
I was thinking earlier, I'm just like the last good big screen Superman we've gotten was Brendan Routh in Superman Returns, in my opinion. But his Superman
And he
was
never got a
Chris.
fair shot. I mean, I know he got
Yeah,
the Kingdom Come return on CW, but
yeah.
if he would have gotten,
But like his Superman
he's technically the
was
Christopher Reeve version.
Christopher Reeve's Superman. Like it's the same archetype.
Continuity,
It's
sort of.
well, yeah, it's like the same continuity, and it's like everything about his Superman.
Oh, that's cool. You can make a Hot Wheel reel.
Nice. But like everything about Brendan Routh Superman is supposed to be
I
recreating
remember seeing this in
Christopher
the
Reeve
trailer.
Superman. So everything good about about Brendan Routh Superman is owed to Christopher Reeve.
My
You know?
grandpa had a Corvette just like that.
Yeah, I wish I could do that.
I got the drivers.
Don't they do that in Ant-Man?
Yeah, I mean that is a bit of an Ant-Manism.
Well, like in
You mentioned that
Ant-Man
earlier.
and the Wasp, they
Make
do
a
that.
car big
They
or make
have
a car small.
yeah, I think they're
Or
making the cars small.
in this, but no, in this he technically adjusted the reality, or however he explained it.
Right. Maybe, yeah, we should get back to the movie.
Maybe
I've
we
not.
should watch this buddy cop hearing. So obviously we got The Rock in the DC universe once, even though he was gonna upend the power struggle of the DC universe or whatever he said.
Yeah,
Would you even remotely see him in the Marvel universe, like as any character, like without him trying to like um well do what he did with Black Adam where he's like trying to like monopolize like
the
not monopolize but
the
like
problem with like getting the Rock into the Marvel universe is not that I don't think he could. I think he's actually a pretty good actor.
I
And
think
if
he
you
can be a good
and
actor.
if
I
you
just
play
don't think
into
he
if you
has
play
been in
in
a while.
yeah,
I think he's a
if
he's
you pl-
like you
but it
said the brand.
but if you play into his strengths, he can be really good. The problem is I don't imagine him
But like the
agreeing to
contracts that
do
like he can never
well,
get hit. He can never like get beaten
yeah.
in a fight. Like
Well,
things like that.
like
Like I
I
wish
don't
he would just be a person.
and also yeah, it's like I don't imagine him agreeing to do a role that plays into his strengths, you know?
Oh no, he definitely would play into his strength, but he wouldn't do a role that's adversal to his strengths. That like shows
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
nuance. Oh, is this like a magical thing?
Yeah, they're doing something to Santa
Tome?
Claus. I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, what are they doing to Santa Claus?
They were
Is it
like
something
they were like sucking energy out
they're
of him or
sucking him?
something. They're sucking him off. That's why they kidnapped him.
What's
Oh,
the lore?
it's the snow globe from the Santa Claus 3 with
Is this
the
the same?
return
Is
clause.
this
Confirmed.
is
It's
Tim?
the same.
What if Tim Allen had a cameo in this and we didn't even know?
The one with the movie with Martin Short in it where he like
Oh, he does take his powers.
yeah, they're like stealing Santa Claus uh gas or something.
J.K. Simmons played Santa Claus in both Claus and Red One. He was
Oh,
in Claus.
right. I forget
That's
that he's a
cool.
voice actor. Like he does a lot of voice acting stuff.
Yeah, he does actually. More brown.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have a lot of brown as well. And
It's a,
gray.
it's a versatile color. I have a lot of like blue, like navy blue and stuff like that for work.
I like how he immediately finds a drink.
The Rock is very good at doing
I will say, I have a
looking
question
like
for
he
you.
disapproves of you.
He always has that face.
Yeah.
He disapproves of everyone aside from himself.
So if he were a Marvel character, he would have to play a character that is very disapproving of everyone else, right? Because that would be playing into his strengths, right?
Hmm. Yeah, resting disapproval face. Like he's gonna scold you, but he'll sit you down, you know?
So Chris
Like here's
Evans'
the thing,
character,
like
he's on the
if
naughty
we
list, but
weren't
he's actually good at doing
oh my
shit.
God, that was a lot of anyways, if we weren't doing a commentary here, and going off on tangents and etc.
Oh, we're gonna get The
Well,
Rock
I
fighting.
can tell you I'd already. Oh, we're gonna get a fight.
Classic. They all surround him.
Man, the new Moana's bussin'. Which isn't it Isn't it just
This guy behind him,
crazy?
his shirt is way too tight.
More Ant-Man tech.
He's just doing the Ant-Man thing, just not as good.
Just not as small. It's more comedically small. See, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, it's Big Mouth. Um,
Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll, yeah. Is he? I only ever see Nick Kroll like as a cameo in something,
Yeah, has he ever had like a starring role?
or like, I, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen like a stand-up special with him. I don't think I've ever seen anything of him other than obviously his voice roles in Big Mouth and then cameos
Yeah.
and just different comedic roles. Not saying I don't like him or anything. I mean, he is kind of unsettling to look at, but isn't it wild? We're getting Moana 2, which already came out, which I heard was again mid, but it made a lot of money.
Yeah,
Uh
I heard it was okay, yeah.
Maybe a little better mid. Uh but then we're also getting the live action.
I think that's weird that we're getting the live action Moana so soon.
Well, I even heard that so Moana 2 was gonna be the show, right, on Disney Plus.
Right.
And they just cut that all together in a movie. And I heard it very much feels like episodes cut together in a movie. Um, I feel like Moana, what was Moana
What?
2?
She has
Oh, she's like
powers?
Scarlet Witch. So there are a lot of MCU stuff. I mean, whoa. What? What is happening? Is he gonna Hulk out?
Jesus.
Oh no, he's gonna die. I know.
This is weird.
It's cringe.
Yeah.
Oh, she's possessing him.
She's a witch.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
she looks like a character in Diablo 4. But here's another thing. Okay, this was marketed as like a Christmas action movie amalgam. Aside from like earlier in the film and like even in like some of the obvious Christmas iconography, nothing about this feels like a Christmas movie. There's
Yeah.
no we had like two Christmas songs in the beginning, right? We had
And now we have a possessed Nick Kroll.
this vibe to it. Or like, oh, let's sit down with the kids, wrap presents, and watch Red One. It does not fit that.
No. It
Do you
is
want this on right now when you're wrapping presents and drinking hot cocoa with your family?
yeah, it is
No. You want to put on a classic like Home Alone or, even Polar Express with all its uncanniness, or uh, Elf, or the Grinch. Like,
Yeah,
what is this? Who is this made for, Colton?
I don't know.
He that's just Chris Evans' actual reaction to this.
Oh, he's not dead.
But it's actually mixed reviews. So the critics score, of course, critic scores are always going to be worse.
There's a ice
31%,
cream truck coming out of
which
the
this movie
water.
has better reviews than the new Craven, by the way,
Oh my God.
substantially. Um,
It's hilarious how much Craven just bombed.
and they released the first 8 minutes,
Yeah.
and it actually looked kind of sort of good until, well, for a Sony Spider-Man spin-off movie, which they're not doing anymore.
Yeah.
Which it's
Apparently,
like,
apparently the rumors are they're considering selling the rights back to Marvel.
just do another other
Oh, I remember these guys in
Evil
the
Frosty Snowman. I
trailer.
see it in
Yeah.
the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do more into the Spider-Verse, but don't overwork your animators. Take your time. The Spider-Man Noir thing with Nick Cage, that looks fun and promising. But like, villain characters, yeah, Venom, yeah, he's a hero in the comics now and everything. Like that's understandable.
Yeah.
But like taking villain characters like Kraven and Morbius, making them not villains, like not even like,
They're,
and
yeah, it's like
then and also, and this I don't know how you just make a movie better, but it's like, when do you think you would want to make a good movie? I
I don't
mean,
know.
I don't
I mean,
understand. And it's just, let's,
yeah, I just
and again, I heard I heard Aaron Taylor Johnson does like, okay, what do you think of the sequence?
uh,
It's fun.
it's
I
fun.
I oh, melting on the grill is fun. The CGI is
It's
it's
not
fine.
bad for like a Christmas movie.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. For
Like,
like a Christmas movie.
oof, ow.
It's
I would not just get up from that.
Chris Evans though.
That's true. It's true.
Oh, I thought that was regular size of the rock, and that snowman was just like 15 feet tall or something.
He's gonna fall in the pool
And
and
come
the
out
pool's
Nick
gonna
Kroll.
freeze
Oh,
or
he just froze
something.
him. Kick him in the snowballs.
Also,
No
if you
cap.
take off the nose, it melts.
Oh, that's like their video game weak spot. Or you could just do that, just blow up propane tank.
Ow.
I have noticed.
He's taking a lot of hits that
What was that shot?
he's taking a lot of hits that I would like not survive.
Who, Chris Evans?
Yeah, Chris Evans.
There you go. Here's the thing. A lot of people might think we go into something just wanting to hate on it or to like be cynical or like to make fun, to for content's sake. I'm so far, I mean, if this wasn't advertised the way it was, and if it, if The Rock didn't make a big deal out of it like it was, or if we didn't know about the budget, if it just went to streaming and it just came out and streaming existed, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's a fun,
Ah, so
silly.
she's like
Okay, that was a strange effect.
deleting or doing something with the naughty people on the naughty list.
She's deleting them.
Well, yeah, she has like created the snow globe for that guy, and he's on the naughty list, and then it did something to him,
She's unaliving them.
something like that. Oh, I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know that it killed him. That's why I said that.
Um, but if it feels like it's trying to be, here's what it's all trying to be at the same time: a spy movie, a buddy cop movie, a Marvel movie, a Christmas movie,
Yeah,
and a comedy.
and not really acing
Any
any
of
of
them.
them. I mean, I'm not hating it so
No, I'm not
far.
hating it
It's
either, but
fine,
I'm just
but
kind of getting I'm not getting much of a feeling from it.
it's been it's been it's been 4 years since you've had
Tis
a
been a long
feeling
winter.
from a Christmas
Mm.
movie.
You were definitely not a regular human being, Chris Evans.
Yeah, you should be in the hospital by now from those
Well,
hits
and you're
that.
actor Chris Evans. But yes, you should also be uh in the ambulance heading to the emergency room.
Yeah,
Um, but maybe he has a little Christmas magic
maybe.
protecting him or whatever. Also, they're laying on a lot of lore and this is just a lot. It's just a
Which
lot for the first. It's just for this
there's
movie.
like another hour of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and DC reference.
So he can like travel between toy stores.
Oh, well, he's like Crumwoltz from the Santa Claus and the Santa Claus.
Yeah,
They can hop in and out of realities, which it's kind of like, why do you even have a Santa Claus at that point? But the waitress.
it's really hard to think of her as anything else.
It's really hard to remember her name, and I blame it all on It's Always Sunny.
Well, I love that, and It's Always Sunny. They don't know her name.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mary
but
Elizabeth
you
Ellis.
right.
And yes, her and Charlie are
Product
have been
placement.
married since 2006.
That Ford truck they're driving, I bet, is product placement.
Laying a bin thick with that Ford truck, huh? Chris Evans definitely filmed this and Deadpool and Wolverine like the same time. Same lot. Same
Yeah.
hair.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely his Johnny Storm look.
Oh yeah.
He had so much fun with that, bringing back that reprising his role.
Oh, I loved that.
Um,
I loved it.
all his the improv bit. And, well, no, it
What
wasn't improv,
wasn't
but
it like
he
was it
like read the script once and was like, "I got this."
well yeah, and wasn't it like I read something like the whole him trash talking Cassandra Nova post credit scene was like he insisted on keeping that in the movie.
Something like that.
Like it was like Ryan Reynolds was like, yeah, well, like it wasn't Chris Evans' idea in the first place, but Ryan Reynolds was like, oh, we'll cut that. It doesn't need it, and he was like, no, let's fucking
Well,
do
I
it.
think he
Like
also did it in one take. That take we watched.
I love that. Yeah,
Like, had the time of his life.
he goes, and you can quote me.
Yeah.
It's like I will.
Oh, Santa's brother. Is this Krampus?
I bet it is.
This is a long movie. Feels long.
Yeah.
That that says something. A movie like this should be a quick 90 minute.
Yeah. 2 hours is really
Like
long
we should
for
already be like in the
the third act. Yeah.
and we're getting a monologue.
I bet you're right. It is Krampus.
Did you see the new Jack Black Christmas movie where he's Satan?
Oh yeah.
I want to watch it. The kid writes to well, it means to write to Santa, but he accidentally writes Dear Satan, and Jack Black plays Satan impersonating Santa.
I love that.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the new Minecraft trailer? I saw it before Wicked. When I saw
Um,
Wicked.
I think so.
Um, it
Yeah.
actually looks a lot better and a lot more real practical sets than I thought it would be. Like not just in the volume or green screens.
I mean, it still doesn't look good
It's
to me,
not
but
how I would envision a Minecraft movie, but at least it looks a bit more tangible and real and like
yeah.
at least they're having fun with the IP. Like it looks like it does care about the IP. It's just the art direction
It just looks like a weird
went.
movie. I'm not saying I think it definitely is going to be bad.
I just don't know why they had to go
It's
with like
weird.
the NVIDIA RTX
Yeah.
modded version of Minecraft for the art direction. Like why
I saw someone online.
why
They pointed out they like the Minecraft movie and the uh all the other spin-off Minecraft games. They're just like Mojang desperately wants to upgrade the design of the creeper, but they're too afraid to.
Well, it looks like a high, like one of the high res texture mods with r- ray tracing and an assortment of, yeah, different mob packs and whatever. Like it doesn't. It looks. I just wish they could have just stuck to the
Distracting them
original
with a
Minecraft.
chicken.
Oh, that's pretty good. I wish they could have just stuck with the original look and feel of
Yeah.
Minecraft. Um, but no, I guess that wouldn't be enough eye candy for people in theaters. I don't know. But like the Lego movie did it. Like, yeah, it's a. Oh, that's fun.
He took some gold from the chest, I think, probably.
That's a Cyclops. Okay, now we're doing like a fantasy setting,
Yeah, this is
orc castle, like a feels a bit Dungeons and Dragons-y with Chris Pines to me.
yeah, except that's a good movie.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is taking, it feels like so many other things and it's taking from so many other things, but it doesn't have its own unique identity.
Yeah.
It does, like I would feel so ripped off right now if I was sitting in the theater right now. And I just spent like $15 on a ticket and then another 20 on popcorn and drinks. Like this would be a movie I definitely want to get a beer down at the bar, and then go.
Yeah. Like if I was a little tipsy, maybe I wouldn't be.
Well, and that's what we're doing here,
Yeah.
right?
I am interested in
What's
comes
the
out.
last movie you went to where like halfway through the movie, like in theaters, where you were like, I'd rather be doing something else. I
Oh,
wish I was on my phone right now.
I don't know. It's been a while.
I typically try to avoid. I mean, not that I just review scum on my movies, but uh, I tend to go to something that looks interesting to me. Like Wicked, like even though I'm not a huge fan of musicals, I'll watch musicals and I'll have fun with them. Me and Roche, or my girlfriend, saw it and had a genuine fun time. Like it kept my attention the whole time.
Yeah.
I think before that, a movie that just wasn't selling me. Trying to think. Have you ever walked out of a theater?
No. Well, actually, no. One time.
What movie?
It was Red Sparrow.
Oh yeah, I thought
We,
we saw that together.
yeah, but we walked out of it, or at least me and my partner did, because it was triggering.
Who did we all go with that on that one?
I don't I don't remember. This was a long time ago.
I remember. Yeah, I remember being on a few drinks in on that one, or else I probably would have gone with you. But oh, is this Krampus?
Yes.
Krampus. Yeah.
And they're playing the game where you slap each other.
That almost sounds like a Fast and Furious name.
Of course.
Callum Drift. Of course,
I like
Cramp.
I like this these creature designs.
You like what?
What?
I like that it kind of has like a Star Warsy, like, oh, there's all kinds of random
Yeah.
characters. And it feels a bit Hellboy to me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, going back to what I said earlier, it feels like so many other things, but it doesn't feel like a Christmas movie. I mean, do you get that feeling? Do you want to hang up stockings and
Oh yeah, this is exactly what I'm itching for on Christmas Eve.
Krampus with babes?
Krampus with babes.
I didn't think I'd be saying that today. Did a new Hellboy movie come out and just disappear and everyone forgot about it? And
Yeah, the Crooked Man or whatever it's
Planet of the
called.
Apes.
I heard it was okay. It had a very limited release
Mm,
because it was like a really low budget movie.
mm. Does this feel like a $250 million movie?
No.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just getting old. Hey, we both are.
So they're explaining the snow globe thing.
Oh, the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Did you watch Red One? Yeah, you don't need to. Um, I mean, I do like the makeup designs and
Yeah, I
the
mean the
practical effects here.
yeah, this scene visually is very well done, I think. Oh, the guy who plays Krampus was in Game of Thrones. That's why I recognize
Was
the
he at a
voice.
mountain?
No, he's the red-haired wildling guy.
Oh,
That's why his voice sounded very familiar to me.
yeah, Christopher Hivju. I don't know if I said his name right, but But yeah, he's one of my favorite Game of Thrones characters. They should do the. Imagine if he just bad mouthed him like in Deadpool.
Here's the chicken. Build 42 of Project Zomboid comes out or came out, or the Unstable build did, and they have animal NPCs and like
Oh, really?
chickens and stuff now.
Here's a recent spoiler discussion on Reddit for Red One. Honestly, much better than I thought it was gonna be. If you come in expecting a fun, dumb movie, you're gonna have a great time. It's not a cinematic masterpiece, but not everything it has to be. Or not everything has to be. Had a lot of fun with this. Great Christmas movie, 5 out of 5. Yeah, like a lot of people like it. Um, this movie feels like it was shot in the mid 2000s and then locked in a vault for 20 years. There's a whole craze of paranormal cop movies around that. Yeah, Men in Black. Oh, it's very Men in Black.
Yeah,
Van Helsing, Hellboy, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, R.I.P.D. Also, shout out to Ryan Reynolds for sitting this one out and letting Chris Evans take the role that was clearly written for him.
I do like this sequence. This is kind of
Oh
fun.
yeah, I mean this is why it's one of the sequences we actually have been talking less. We're actually watching. I love a good slap contest.
Oof.
I love a contest in a movie. Like a
Yes. Uh, Chris Evans got an idea. He had the idea look on his face.
yeah, and the musical cue.
Yeah.
No, the fork tongue.
Oh, that's cheating though,
I
right?
mean that is cheating. But then again, oh that's fine with the Rock'em Sock'em.
Nice.
Now we get a cool action sequence.
Everyone's just lining up to be punched by the robots.
Not Krampus. He's ripping them apart. He's a Chad. Okay, here's a bit of news on its actual streaming, not revenue, but its numbers,
Okay.
streaming numbers. Red One pulls in record 50 million global viewers in debut Prime Video weekend, the most ever for an Amazon MGM studio movie. Um,
Okay. Maybe because everyone just expected it to be
every
a streaming movie.
everyone expected it to be a stream movie and waited for it to go on streaming, and then voila, they release it on streaming in time for Christmas. And what better? And that's why Christmas movies work so well for streaming because it's like you want to be home while you're wrapping presents, enjoying hot cocoa, etc., just vibing, right?
Yeah.
To the Christmas vibes.
I'm a lot more forgiving of
And
movies
you're
like this when
forgiving
I'm when I'm watching it at home.
and
Like,
when you're not actively spending extra money on it and like going
yeah.
out and spending time and money on it, but yeah, I mean, it's not
I like,
nearly as
I like how
bad
the
as
the rock
people.
the rock here is like, I want to hear you say it. Say, "Let's save
It's
Christmas."
not bad.
Say
Like
it.
it's fun with a drink. It's fun.
Yeah.
It would be fun to have in the background. Like, yeah, like I said, does it really feel like a Christmas movie? Really? I mean,
Yeah, it kind of feels like it doesn't know exactly what
it
it
feels
wants
like
to
a
be.
lot of different kind of movies, but is it? Am I having a fun time with it? Uh, and I think they were also smart to have it auto. This is Reddit from the Nittany Lion King. They were also smart to have it autoplay after Thursday night football. I fell asleep during the game and then woke up during the third act of Red One. I suspect I wasn't the only person this happened to. The game had over 12 million viewers, so I suspect maybe a little under a million people had the same experience I did. Ah, waking up on the third act of Red One. It's looking like now The Rock is a streaming magnet. People won't buy tickets to see him in theaters like they used to, but they'll absolutely press play if they see he's on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Chris Evans may have also helped. Well, yeah.
Chris Evans like, let's just ignore it. Let's not engage with the haunted piano.
Lippy Kid says, I thought the tone was super off the first 10 minutes or so. Yeah. Like it was trying to be a serious action flick, but with super childish theme. I almost gave up on it. Glad it stuck with it. It was actually really fun, pretty fresh Christmas movie. Uh, Amphiman. So their 4D chess strategy of using a theatrical release as an advertisement of sorts for the movie on streaming actually worked. But it still lost, you know, $200 million. But Amazon just likes burning money.
Uh, she's getting his kid.
Oh, I think this guy summed it up well. It's a perfect streaming movie. You're bored at night with nothing to do and just like fuck it. Do that last rock one.
Wait, so does The Rock, he has his jacket has removable sleeves?
Yeah, I removed the sleeves earlier during the beach scene when they were in. Yeah. Or maybe he has a vest that he.
I don't know.
Because, yeah, he had the vest earlier. Because, of course, The Rock had to show his guns. snowballs. I mean the snow globes. Now who's the witch again? Like,
She's just the
uh,
Winter Witch or something like that.
is she like evil
She's
Elsa or something?
she's trying to punish all the naughty people by trapping them in snow globes or something like that.
Gryla, a Christmas witch who kidnapped Santa Claus. How in the movie, Gryla is portrayed as a young, beautiful woman with magical powers. However, in Icelandic folklore, Gryla is an enormous, ugly ogress with multiple tails and many sons.
Well, that's what Krampus referenced. He was like, she
Did
used
he
to be
reference that?
beautiful, and he explains that she used to be a giant ogre.
Oh, he did reference that. That's cool. I mean, it's got some lore. It's definitely like a turn your brain off. Okay, that's literally an Austin Powers like trope right there.
Oh yeah.
Well, also a James Bond trope, but it feels very Austin Powers in this. Oh, she's Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, yeah.
Did I miss that? Yeah, I missed that. Okay, I wonder if she's also been Miss Claus, like, for like a eternity, like with him, or like is it like got the weird lore where like,
It's like the Santa Claus where he's like has to kidnap a woman,
yeah,
um,
and then just put the brain worm in.
the brain worm that
Yeah, that takes you over.
uh
Oh, what? It was all a ruse. That's my favorite trope. What's my favorite Chris Evans trope?
I'm just
Chris Evans frustratingly trying to explain something. I do like him playing these type of characters, because we've seen him as Captain America for so long recently,
yeah.
which he's great and he plays them so well, but like just seeing him play, mm, oh, that was a good punch sound effect. I love the sound in the Indiana Jones games. It has like the sound, the punch sound from the movies.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Um, it's a riveting commentary we got going on right now.
Oh yeah. It's
Started off well.
the climax of the movie. Yeah.
feel like it's been the climax of the movie, for the last, I don't know, just a long movie.
It's a long movie. Oh my God. There's still like 20 minutes left of it.
Get more dialogue. Oh, you just said bullshit. What is the rating on this?
I don't know.
I mean, not that I care. I mean,
Uh,
but I'm just still trying to figure out who this movie's for.
I don't know.
A PG-13. Yeah, that makes sense. PG-13, yeah.
Here's some trivia. I have some
Okay, you got
IMDb
some red trivia.
Some IMDb trivia. Santa refers to his reindeer as ladies. While normally depicted as male, it actually stands to reason that his reindeer are female because only female reindeer keep their antlers in the winter. Male reindeer shed their antlers and grow back new ones in the spring.
Oh, okay.
Some reindeer lore for you. Uh,
Ooh, the shattering. It's the shattering of the Erd tree.
ah,
Did you see the Elden Ring Night Rain, by the way? The
yeah,
spin-off game quasi in the Elden Ring universe, but it's like an alternate reality type thing. But it's a co-op kind of, well, not Fortnite, but it's like Elden Ring Fortnite co-op action roguelike.
yeah. It looks cool.
And they're like bringing back all the greatest hits of the Soul series, like the Nameless King is in it.
Yeah,
Um, out of all like the Souls likes and everything, anyways, and like even with like the Liza P, like imagine a Nightmare Before Christmas Souls like
that would be kind of that would
with
be
all
kind of
the
cool.
character, which I think they kind of already, well, not a Souls like quite, but like kind of like a God of War type. They did a game.
Well, there's
And
Kingdom Hearts,
well, and then they did a Nightmare
which
Before
has
Christmas
was
game.
the Kingdom Hearts has like a Nightmare Before Christmas level in one of the
Well, yeah.
games.
But no, but anyways, yeah, Night Rain, I think um will be good to keep like the well, to give From Software just more infinite money glitch to make more other games by giving us a multiplayer centric, a multiplayer co-op roguelite. That's just such a fun idea. I mean,
Yeah,
if it can still keep that single player feel to it, that's what's important. But here's another thing about this movie. I wish J.K. Simmons was actually in the movie
yeah, he's like
and not
just
just,
passed out.
yeah, not just held hostage the whole time. Like I thought he was gonna actually get to play around in it,
Because
but
I like J.K. Simmons a lot.
yeah, I thought his Santa
Yeah,
would be.
the reindeer are not having it.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd be getting what do the kids say these days?
I don't know what the kids say these days.
uh
I think we established that earlier when you were speaking in tongues, and I was very
when I was
confused.
speaking in the Riz in the skibbity. Oh, when he was getting no spawned, or no, what is it called? What do they call it? Ratioed. He's getting ratioed the
Yeah,
whole movie.
what?
No cap getting ratioed.
You are confusing me,
That
Jackson.
polar bear's busting. No cap. I watched like all the old Spider-Man YouTube poops.
Yeah,
There's new ones now, and using AI voice modulations.
of course.
Um, there's one where it's the first Spider-Man movie, but Peter Parker speaks like a Gen Alpha. The whole like with Gen Alpha slang the whole time and like no one
Oh,
understands him. And
jeez.
it's so bad that I understand what he's saying, but there's no way I could ever repeat it. But I somehow understand what he's saying. Oh, we're getting the big epic fight scene. Also, it's commendable that Chris Evans' character is going through with all this, considering I don't know if he got an amp earlier, but he's a man.
Yeah,
Just a
he's
normal
just a dude.
brown
No
suit,
mythical
brown haired
powers
man.
or anything. Yeah, just
Again, a fellow brown haired white man. Oh, this is totally like the Bifrost.
oh yeah.
Like,
Well, it's the runway, right?
mhm. Oh, like their antlers light up. That's fun.
Yeah, he's gonna be very sore.
Also, this movie continues the trope, and this was definitely started by the Santa Claus and continued on from which, but like the whole mix of like, oh, Santa uses he uses technology and magic, you know,
Yeah.
a little bit of both.
And Santa just dies.
Epic ending, sad ending.
Let's have a Christmas movie where it
They give
ends
it
and
well
they
because they
don't
thought there was gonna be
win.
more of these, so they give it like the Infinity War ending.
Oh, now she's like the troll.
Oh, now she's turning into her ogre form, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that was totally like the theme from
No, no, you should
like a
run.
guy like
You
me.
really should run.
Mm. Oh, of course we had to have a CGI monster fight.
Of course. Oh, it's Krampus.
Oh, Krampus coming in for the ratio. Coming in for the win.
I
Krampus would
appreciate,
be the Vanguard tank class.
yeah, I appreciate Krampus's fur cloak.
Yeah, it's pretty sick actually.
Like he's got style. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like
He looks like a Baldur's Gate character, honestly.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit, he's getting rocked.
Oof. Yes, do the Ant-Man thing.
Yeah,
There you
doing the
go.
Ant-Man. And then here's a regular man, Chris Evans.
Right, yeah.
No super soldier serum to be seen here.
It's a regular dude.
Just going at it with his fisticuffs. I could do this all day. Just shrink. Finally.
There we go.
Red one. Oh.
That would have been.
I Oh, here,
Oh,
maybe you're
he
co.
he calls in the airstrike.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's been saving that. Oh, and now it's the trope of she absorbs too much of the energy at the same time and then
Yeah, she gets trapped in one herself.
oh. Oh no, they're gonna have some words.
He's my favorite character.
Krampus?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's a good character. Look what the cat dragged in. So are they both like Valar in this universe, or like Maiar
Oh, they're mythical
demigods?
beings,
Well, yeah, yeah,
like in the Santa Claus movies.
yeah, yeah. The pacing. You know how I said it felt like so long?
Yeah,
Like, and now it just feels like now it's just ending, you know?
just
Like it's just
just over now. Yeah,
oh yeah, I didn't even comment on these little weird elves.
yeah.
What's with them?
It's like
Oh, that's a cool Santa jacket.
I do like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would wear a jacket like that if I were
I still gotta watch the
a
Angry
Christmas
Racist.
themed character.
The I still gotta watch the Mel Gibson Santa,
Oh yeah,
where he's like an assassin or whatever.
yeah.
The Fat Man. But then, did you ever end up seeing the David Harbour Violent Night?
No, I never got around to it.
Like, who's your like? No, I mean, I think J.K. Simmons does a good job. I think this universe is fun, but I think if it didn't have an overblown, but I could see this getting another sequel, but with none of the reprising actors. Like
Yeah,
maybe J.K. Simmons.
yeah.
You
I
know, like
mean,
I could see it like getting a sequel, but it's like a direct to DVD version or just a direct to streaming version of it because that's what it should have been, right?
yeah. I get to see how they do
That was hard to look
him
at.
delivering presents.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that. Video game cinematic.
That yeah, the CGI has progressively gotten worse. A different team worked on yeah, more Ant-Man tech, shrinking tech.
I mean,
Vampire Assassin.
It
Oh,
worked.
Nintendo Switch game.
Product placement.
Yeah.
So he has like an airship that follows him
Yeah.
to resupply stuff. That's oh my yeah, this
J.K. Simmons just crawling straight towards the camera. No, these little guys went, oh, they're gonna fix the light. Oh, that's nice. It was- I like it when they show the Santa delivering the presents.
yeah.
Is They really just got lazy though. It's just like, oh, let's just do the Ant-Man thing.
I mean, it's not the worst,
It's
but
not the worst thing, and they had to do something different than the other Christmas movies because, like, some Christmas movies, Vague Magic, or like some uh, Tim Allen's pulling a canoe out of a bottomless bag.
yeah, I like the way that the Tim Allen version does it, where it's like he like just magically squeezes through the chimney.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's time dilation and whatever.
Yeah.
So removable sleeves or not, or does he have a vest?
I don't know.
I think he has a different um the vest for like warmer occasions. Oh, here, yeah, the wholesome bit of it all. It's like, yeah, it is still a Christmas movie, kids. No, I mean, to be honest, no, is it cinema? No. Is it something I would go to see in theaters? No. But is it a fun, goofy Christmas movie? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I
fine.
had a fun time with it, especially doing a commentary on it. It doesn't it doesn't scream like, oh, let's put this on in the background, but it's fun.
Yeah,
Um,
it's okay.
it dragged a little bit there in the middle, like for the last.
It's definitely about half an hour longer than it should have been.
Yeah, it should be a quick hour 30.
But yeah, it's an okay movie.
But there it is. There's Red One,
We
our Red One commentary. Um, our first time watching this film.
yeah.
Anyways,
And I wasn't disappointed. It was
no, I had a good
about what
time,
I expected it to be, which is it's fine.
and of course Mariah Carey is slipping into our DMs as we speak.
Of
Anyways,
course. She has
um,
to.
I gotta get going myself. I'm gonna get to bed. Uh, you all have happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that. If we don't get another one, but we'll do our end of the year wrap up and everything for New Year's, and then we'll
Yeah.
be taking our break, and then we're gonna get into a new swing of things. Like I said, with morning oddities coming out every other week, along with the Odd Drunk podcast every 2 weeks. But
Yes.
we'll have something every week uh, in between those two, and the goal is we're gonna have focus on getting back to some semblance of quality content again, and getting into weirder things again and more interesting things and pouring more into research and, you know, essentially giving ourselves more time for episodes
Yeah, it's easier.
instead of feeling the need to,
Don't have to have as
come
many
up with something every
filler
time.
episodes.
Yeah,
when,
no,
yeah.
exactly. And we're gonna have fun with it and keep this train a rolling.
Yeah.
Anyways, we will see you on the next episode.
Yeah.
Have a great holiday and stay safe out there. Stay frosty.
This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The Odd Drunk Podcast recommends you follow their Instagram and join their Facebook group for more fun content. To visit all of our current streaming and social media platforms, visit the link tree in the description. If you enjoy the show, we would be appreciated it if you would leave a review on Apple Podcasts. The Odd Drunk Podcast would like to remind you to drink responsibly and not to drink and drive.